Mayor Nirenberg continues to outpace challenger Greg Brockhouse in fundraising for San Antonio's mayoral runoff. A smoking ban takes effect for Alamo City parks and plazas. And San Antonio finds another way to fund air conditioning in public housing. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Monday, June 3rd. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. While Mayor Ron Nirenberg has continued to raise and spend more money than Greg Brockhouse in San Antonio's mayoral runoff, new campaign finance reports show Brockhouse has recently brought in his largest haul of the year. Released Friday, the reports show between April 25th and May 29th, Nirenberg raised nearly $330,000 and spent almost $322,000, with about $96,000 left on hand going into the campaign's final week. During the same time, Brockhouse raised more than $114,000 and spent about $105,000, with about $28,500 left over as of May 29th. While still trailing Nirenberg's campaign by a margin of 3-1, Brockhouse's report represents an improvement from his fundraising numbers before the May 4th general election, when he was raising significantly less money than any serious mayoral candidate as of late. And data now shows he's raised more money over the last month than in the 4 previous months combined. Both the police and fire unions support Brockhouse and have helped him narrow that financial divide during the general elections. But it's not known yet how much money they spent on the runoff, as they aren't required to file another disclosure until Wednesday. Other outside groups, including the Texas Organizing Project, which has endorsed Nirenberg in the runoff, will also report Wednesday. Early voting in the municipal runoff election continues through Tuesday, and Election Day is June 8th. Find more information on the county's website at bear.org/elections. Starting Saturday, cigarettes and tobacco products have been banned at city parks and plazas throughout San Antonio. Officials hope that the new policy, which was approved by the City Council in April, will promote healthy habits and discourage youth from using tobacco. 52 other municipalities across Texas have adopted ordinances prohibiting tobacco use in public parks. San Antonio's ban is the latest initiative by public health officials to curb tobacco use in Alamo City, particularly among children and young adults. Amid widespread concerns about underage vaping, last year the city also raised the legal age to buy tobacco from 18 to 21. The new policy applies to all San Antonio city parks and trails, the Riverwalk, La Villita, and Market Square, as well as gardens and natural areas like the Japanese Tea Garden. Cigarettes, e-cigarettes, and chewing tobacco are all included in the ban. Using those products in a vehicle located in an adjacent parking lot would also be banned, as long as the parking lot is on city property. Under the ordinance, police can issue citations of up to $200 per violation. The City Council has approved a slew of incentives that it hopes will lure Toyota into bringing $392 million to upgrade its Southside truck plant. Thursday, Mayor Ron Nirenberg and his council colleagues approved the $10.3 million incentive package after commending Toyota for its already profound impact on the South Side. The Japanese automaker is considering all of its North American plans for the investment in production line technology and is expected to make a decision sometime this month. And after hitting a roadblock, the city of San Antonio has now found another way to come up with $500,000 to cool hundreds of public housing units that currently aren't equipped with air conditioning. The city, San Antonio Housing Authority, and private foundations partnered earlier this year to provide $1.5 million to buy and install window air conditioners for almost 2,400 public housing units. But the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development blocked the city's first attempt to use federal grant money for its $500,000 contribution. Thursday, the City Council agreed to instead use a different pot of money for the air conditioners and allocate the federal grant money for another project. The Housing Authority oversees 6,137 public housing units, roughly 40% of which aren't equipped with air conditioning. HUD doesn't mandate air conditioning and housing subsidized by federal tax dollars, doesn't provide funding for the appliances, and generally discourages local housing authorities from installing them unless electricity costs are paid for by tenants. And that's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Monday, June 3rd. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.